I'm saying 38 points is too many. 38 points I will take. Give me those 38 points. Oh, in the same breath, Notre Dame has lost 5 defensive starters this season. Okay? They're working through a new quarterback. Next week, they're going to Clemson. Last thing they want to do is get hurt. Only thing they want to do is win a game and get out of Dodge unscathed. Take it on a UMass team. This becomes their Super Bowl. 29 points. That's more than 4 touchdowns. Is Notre Dame more than 4 touchdowns better than UMass? Of course they are. But that doesn't mean they'll win by more than 4 touchdowns. I just think these are too many points, too big of spreads. Give me them both. Arkansas is a 7.5-point home dog. I know what you're saying. They lost to Toledo at home, and they got their ass kicked by Texas Tech, as Texas Tech did not punt last week. And Cliff Kingsbury, Texas Tech's head coach, came from Texas A&M, where his mentor, one of his mentors, is Kevin Sumlin. So they're going to have a little bit of the same scouting report. But A&M's offense, as good as it's looked since the Arizona State game, I don't know if they want Kyle Allen to be the guy. They kind of juggled him against Arizona State. I think that's a mistake. Yeah, Kyler Murray as well. They're going to try and work in. This is going to be, I think, a very close game. I think Arkansas is going to try and line up and mash them. And though A&M has shown to be a better defense up front than they were in previous years, last year A&M did not win a home SEC game. I think this is a close one. You give me a touchdown plus a hook, I'm going to take the touchdown plus a hook. Arkansas plays well. Don't know if they win. Wouldn't be crazy to go money line and take Arkansas, but I'll definitely take 7.5 points. Kentucky had lost, I think, like 21 out of 23 SEC games coming into the year. So they beat South Carolina. Had a great shot to beat Florida at home. Didn't do it. Missouri comes in. Missouri's a phony. Okay, they got all kinds of offensive issues. Matty Mock is not, I think people think Matty Mock's good because he played decently at times in the Cotton Bowl 2 years ago. They went to the SEC championship game last year. Look, this is a team that should have been forced to overtime with UConn. UConn said fake the field goal at Faroe Field and tried to go for the win. I'm not a buyer into Missouri this season, especially with their lack of offense, playing on the road at Kentucky. I'm going to take Kentucky as a home favorite against a ranked opponent. All right, give me one more favorite. USC at Arizona State. They got mauled last week by Stanford. Mauled. But Arizona State, completely different style. Styles make the fight. I'm going to take the men of Troy and the points to win and cover on the road in Tempe. Let's go to the NFL. I think that Peyton Manning will throw the ball better because they're in the dome. Just because you throw the ball better in the dome, shorter week to prepare, playing against a Lions team, the old backs against the wall. And what have we seen from some of these teams? That they play poorly on the road, and then they return home, and you're like, wow, it's like a totally different team, right? Matt Stafford at home with full weaponry of players. I'm going to take the Lions at home. The Lions are 3-point home dogs. Very good defense for Denver. I think the Lions score enough points. Cowboys, 1-point home dogs. They're playing against Atlanta. Falcons should have lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles missed a 44-yard field goal. Should have lost last week, in truth, to the New York Giants. Down double digits. They let Julio Jones get loose. Didn't manage the clock. It's not that I think Brandon Weed's going to set the world on fire, but they win this one at the line of scrimmage, win it with their defense, and I think they'll have a safe and easy game plan for them. I think they'll beat the Atlanta Falcons. A little bit of a talent disparity, especially on the defensive side of the ball, in comparison to just having Julio and Matty Ice. Bengals are 2.5-point road favorites. You heard Jonathan Ogden. This is a Ravens team that doesn't have a defensive identity. And I know you don't buy into Andy Dalton in the postseason. Is week 3 the postseason or the regular season? Regular season. Regular season Andy Dalton is like postseason Joe Flacco. Give me regular season Andy Dalton to win and cover on the road against regular season Joe Flacco. If you could combine regular season Andy Dalton and postseason Joe Flacco, you'd have, well, Aaron Rodgers actually is what you'd have. Seahawks are 14.5-point favorites against the Bears. Let's go through it. You get Cam Chancellor back. You're playing your first home game in front of the 12. Jimmy Graham's been whining, means he's going to get the football. Plus, the Chicago Bears, and they're 0-2, have to win this game. Plus, The Chicago Bears come in, no Cutler, although some people might think that's a good thing. There's a reason Jimmy Clausen's been a backup. Jimmy Saturday is Jimmy Saturday, not Jimmy Sunday. They also don't have Alshon Jeffrey. I'm not sure there's a lot. If it was 13.5, I'd feel really good about it. 14.5, I still think it's too many. It's not enough points. Give me Seattle. Give me the big number. I'll take it. Thank you. And Tennessee looked great in week 1, had a comeback in week 2, but they lost in Cleveland. We're talking about Cleveland and Tampa. These are 3 of the worst teams in the NFL. The Colts haven't played well, but they're not one of the worst teams in the NFL. Colts are going to win. Colts are going to cover in Tennessee. People are going to forget about Andrew Luck's issues throwing 3 interceptions. I think they'll be a little bit more committed to the run. I think they'll make some of the routes a little bit shorter. He's back there holding the ball too long because the routes are too long. Nobody's looking at the football. Colts win. Colts cover at home.
Now, Doug, of all